Are you a literature lover? Are you tired of reading literature that does not resonate with our time? Do you have questions about literature? If so, welcome to the podcast, My Two Cents Worth, with Odilia Wakesho Mombori, the platform that discusses literature in relation to our times. I am uniquely Kenyan and relevantly African, hence my focus, African literature. This is a series titled, Is Kenyan Youth Poetry a Reenactment of the Sisyphus Myth? Please listen till the end. You will definitely have food for thought. Let us settle in. To start us off, I have given this episode an overview title that goes, The Relationship Between the Myth of Sisyphus and Today's Kenyan Youth Poetry. My dear literature lovers, time to lend me your ears. In the close reading of the myth of Sisyphus, Albert Camus explores the notion of absurdism. One key understatement about the Sisyphus myth is that when Sisyphus' punishment is revealed to him, it does not seem like a truly horrifying task. However, its unceasing repetition is what makes the task absurd and hopeless. This unending chore is a dreadful punishment meant to achieve absolutely nothing. Camus claims that Sisyphus is the ideal absurd hero and that his punishment is representative of the human condition. Just like us human beings, Sisyphus must struggle perpetually and without hope of success. As long as he accepts that there is nothing more to life than this absurd struggle, then he can find happiness in it. A lesson for us right there, right? It is thus prudent to state that absurdism does not try to explain experience, but simply describes it. It presents to us a certain worldview that deals with particular unconventional matters rather than aiming the well-said universal themes. Point to note, an absurd worldview is one that abandons values, one that rests content with description and does not seek any explanation or justification. Narrowing this context to literature, this notion of absurdism falls under literary genre known as absurdist literature, which basically stems from existentialism, which is the pointlessness of life, hence disregarding the societal norms and traditions. Open quote. The word absurd refers to a style of writing that focuses on the meaninglessness of the universe and humanity's attempts to make sense of it. End quote. Understandably, the selected Kenyan youth poems yet to be studied have undeniably exhibited this meaningless of life through the poet's mouthpiece, in showing how the personas have suffered a great deal of personal struggle to try and make sense of a life in Kenya that is candidly, unbearably, tolerable, noting the concerns of economic inflation, rather the ever-increasing taxation, making the young people unspeakably desperate to explore dreadful shortcuts to survive, and some opting to succumb to suicide. Very sad. The 10 selected poems, namely Ingrid, Hadley, Fast Crawl, Who Are You? If the World Just Burned, If They Ask, A Market of Broken Skills, Gone, Reasoning, A Gift to Many, and Emotions. My goodness gracious, the title of the poems are all quite worrying, right? Anyway, all these 10 poems depict the characteristics of absurdism, an enactment of the Sisyphus myth by conveying the human behavior of being unpredictable, irrational, individualistic, purposeless, and questioning the meaning of life whilst exploring subjective feelings of existence. Next episode, I will do a close reading of each of the poems against the concept of absurdism, hoping that at the end, my dear literature lovers, you would have come up with the answer on this series' hypothetical question: is Kenyan youth poetry a reenactment of the Sisyphus myth? That's all I have for you today. Kindly subscribe and share this podcast with your family and friends. See you when you see me. Bye.